one of my goals every year is to impact 1 million people.
Mm-hmm.
And so impacting 1 million people, there's a lot of ways to measure. That's a metric. That's a goal with a metric. Now, impacting 1 million people, one way I describe that is if I choose the right 10 people to come to Wisdom Council, 11 people to come to Wisdom Council, and their application says, how I'm going to impact 100,000 people by the decisions I make at Wisdom Council. Got it. That's 1 million impact. I think it's pretty audacious to say, we're going to impact 1 million people over the next 4 days. Love our Wisdom Councils that way. So if I think about that kind of impact, okay, great. But then what are the strategies to get there? One of those is I'm going to launch an offer called Wisdom Council. So that's one of the ways I'm going to get to that 1 million people. But you got to have these strategies. This is where I don't think people really look at this so much either. The strategies have to lead to the goals. They have to be connected. Mm-hmm. So for example, if you say at the beginning of the year, we've gone through on ROCIR, we've gone through campaigns, and you've got, let's say you have one offer and you're going to run a quarterly campaign and you want to make 100 grand on it, then you darn well better make $25,000 per campaign. And so that becomes a strategy. I'm going to launch a campaign. I'm going to launch this new offer. I'm going to launch a quarterly campaign that generates $25,000. In order to generate that $25,000, that means that these are the things I have to do in that campaign. And you would go back and design the campaign. But the strategy is saying, I'm going to launch a quarterly campaign for this offer, or a monthly campaign for this offer. And that becomes what your strategy is. Making sense?
Yeah.
Do you have clear strategies for your business?